Hello students, welcome to this sixth lecture of the kinetic theory of gases and the radiation. Now students, in the last lecture we have learned about the perfect black body and the emission of heat radiation. Now in this lecture we will be proceeding the next part of this chapter. Now students, the next part of this chapter we will learn the part is coefficient of emission or the emissivity. Now as we have learned the absorptivity, reflectivity, like that, in the same way we are going to learn about the emissivity. So the coefficient of emission or the emissivity E, which is denoted by the small letter E of a given surface, is the ratio of emissive power R of the surface to the emissive power RB of the perfect black body at the same temperature. So this is the simplest definition of the emissivity. We will just revise once again. The coefficient of emission or the emissivity E of a given surface is the ratio of, so it is nothing but the ratio, students. As you can see, it's a mathematical indication. It is the ratio of the emissive power of the surface R to the emissive power of the perfect black body, which is RB. So this is how we have to give the definition of the emissivity. So if we have to represent it, the emissivity or the coefficient of emission mathematically, then we can represent it as, that is, small e is equal to R upon RB, where R is equal to emissive power of the surface of which we have to define the coefficient of emission or the emissivity upon the RB, the emissive power of the black body. So this is the E is equal to R upon RB is the emissivity. Now for a perfect black body, E is equal to 1, whereas the perfect reflector, E is equal to 0. So this is, student, that the fact you have to keep in your mind. There may be the example which will be based over the emissivity for your NEET or JEE exam. So which will be based on the, that is, small e is equal to R upon RB, and they may ask for the perfect black body, E is equal to, that is, the emissivity is equal to E is equal to 1, and for that the perfect reflector, that is the emissivity, that is E is equal to 0. So these things you have to keep in mind in the from the NEET and JEE exam perspective. So students, the objects are not ideal black bodies. Means suppose you will consider the particular object, so it will not be the ideal black bodies, means the for which the emissivity power will be the one. Hence the radiates at the rate less than that of the black body at the same temperature. Means suppose if we consider the particular object, so its emissive power will be you can say emission power only less than that of the black body. So it will be radiating the radiate heat energy at the rate which will be less than that of the black body. Also, for these objects, the rate does not depend on the properties such as the color and the composition of the surface. In addition to the temperature, all these effects together are taken care of the term emissivity E. For an ordinary body, the emissivity will be lying less than 0 and greater than, less than 1 and the greater than 0. Now, depending upon the nature of the surface. So the nature of surface is going to be matter while we are defining the emissivity or the coefficient of emission for the ordinary body. Now, for example, emissivity of copper is 0.3. As you can see, this is the copper metal. So for that copper, the emissivity is 0.3, which is less than 1 and greater than 0. Now emissivity is the larger for rough surfaces and the smaller for the smooth surfaces. So these things you have to keep in your mind from the exam perspective. The emissivity is larger for the rough surfaces, means emissivity will be larger for the rough surface as the surface is rough, and as for that of the smooth surface, the emissivity is less or the smaller. Now the emissivity is also varies with the temperature and wavelength of the radiation to some extent. Means, students, the emissivity will be also affected by the temperature of that particular substance and the wavelength with which the radiate heat energy will be absorbed, will be incident on that, or the falling on that particular object. So these are the facts which are varies or which are dependent on this emissivity phenomenon. Now students, the next part of this chapter we will learning is the Kirchhoff's law. Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation and it's a theoretical proof. Means first of all we will see the theoretical considerations, then we will see the Kirchhoff's law statement, then after of the heat radiation, and we will see the theoretical proof of the Kirchhoff's law. So these three things we will be learning in this point. Now the Kirchhoff's law of thermal radiation deals with the wavelength, specific radioactive emission and the absorption by a body in a thermal equilibrium. So what states the Kirchhoff's law we will see now. Kirchhoff's law states that at a given temperature, the ratio of emissive power to the coefficient of absorption of a body is equal to the emissive power of the perfect black body at the same temperature for all wavelengths. So this is what the Kirchhoff's law states. I will just repeat once again. Kirchhoff's law states that at a given temperature, the ratio of emissive power to the coefficient of absorption of a body, means these two things you have to keep in mind. This is the ratio of which things. First one is emissive power to the coefficient of absorption of the body is equal to the emissive power of a perfect black body at the same temperature for all wavelengths. So this is the statement you have to keep in your mind as the Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation. Now we will see its considerations and the terms related to it. Now since we can describe the emissive power of ordinary body in comparison to the perfect black body through to its emissivity, Kirchhoff's law can also be stated as the following. Means there is one more statement, one more way to state the Kirchhoff's law we will see now. For a body emitting and absorbing thermal radiation in a thermal equilibrium, the emissivity is equal to absorptivity. So this is the second type of law, or the second way to state the law, which seems little bit very easy than that of the first one. So similarly you can describe, you can just indicate with the mathematical expression as A is equal to E. Means A is nothing but your absorptivity and E is nothing but your emissivity. Now you can also represent it at the A lambda is equal to A E lambda. So means we can say the absorptivity will be equal to emissivity, and for the given temperature, emitting and the absorbing thermal radiation, the thermal equilibrium, the emissivity will be is equal to its absorptivity. So in this way, either from the first statement, either you can consider the second statement, you have to write it down. So for your better understanding, you can keep in mind the relation A is equal to E. So you will get it very easily and you will be able to remind very easily in the exam. So students, let R be the emissive power of a body A. Means there is body E, there is body A which have the emissive power R. RB be the emissive power of the black body B. Means A is the particular general body and B is the black body having the emissive power of RB. Now, and A be the coefficient of absorption. Means small letter A we have considered as the coefficient of absorption of the body A. If Q is the quantity of radiant heat incident on the each body in unit time, and the QA is the quantity of radiant heat absorbed by the body A, then the QA is equal to A into Q. Means this is the equation what they are given, student. If the Q is the quantity of radiant heat incident on each body, Q is the quantity of radiant heat incident on body A and body B both in a unit time. I mean the time will be same and the amount of heat, radiant heat energy which will be incident on the both the surfaces will be the same. And QA is the quantity of radiant heat absorbed by the body A. So the out of the QA, that is radiant heat energy incident, out of that QA will be the amount of radiant heat will be absorbed by the body A. Then the relation may be given as the QA, means the amount of radiant heat energy absorbed by the body A will be equal to absorptivity into amount of heat energy incident on the body, that is QA is equal to A into Q. So as the temperature of the body A and the black body B remains the same, both must emit the same amount of as they absorb in unit time. Means the temperature of the body A and the body B is kept at the constant level, means remains same. So the amount of radiant heat energy which has been emitted by the body A and the body B will be the same. So they absorb in unit time. Since the emissive power is the quantity of the heat, emissive power is the quantity of the heat radiated from the unit area in unit time. So now we can write quantity of radiant heat absorbed by body A is equal to quantity of heat emitted by body A. So this is what we can write by considering by concluding the entire consideration that we have discussed now. So now mathematically we can written as A into Q is equal to R, and for the perfect black body Q is equal to RB. Now your Q is nothing but amount of heat energy which has been incident over the body A and body B, and for the perfect black body that will be equal to RB, that is the radiating which has been emitted by the black body. Now by dividing equation 3.42 by equation 3.43, you can see which are those equations. We have to just divide them, then we can obtain the term A is equal to R upon RB. Means your absorptivity is equal to that amount of heat energy radiated by the general body, that is body A, to the amount of heat energy that is radiated heat energy by the black body, that is RB. So the A is equal to R upon RB. Or you can write in the way, if you just rearrange that equation, then you can write in the way R upon A is equal to RB. But R upon RB is equal to E, as we have learned, that is the emissivity. So that's why we can write the A is equal to E, that is the absorptivity is equal to emissivity. So hence the Kirchhoff's law is theoretically proved. Now this is how you have to derive the equation, this is how you have to prove the Kirchhoff's law. Now students, we have saw the proof of Kirchhoff's law, but we will just revise from the beginning. So the Kirchhoff's law states that, what does it state? We have seen the two statements. The first one statement, it states at the given temperature the ratio of emissive power to the ratio of, it is the ratio of which things? Emissive power to the coefficient of absorption, that is E upon A. Ratio of emissive power to the coefficient of absorption of a body is equal to the emissive power of the perfect black body, is equal to emissive power of perfect black body, that is R upon RB will be equal to A, that we have seen. Now at the same temperature for all the wavelength, we will see the entire statement again. At the given temperature the ratio of emissive power to the coefficient of absorption of a body is equal to the emissive power of the perfect black body at the same temperature for a wavelength. Now the second statement we have seen is Kirchhoff's law can be also stated as for a body emitting and absorbing the thermal radiation. For a body emitting and absorbing the thermal radiation in thermal equilibrium, the emissivity is equal to the absorptivity. Means in the simple way the A is equal to E. Means, or in the other way we can write the A into lambda is equal to E into lambda, as you can see in which way they have written. After the student, the mathematically we have seen. So after that students, we have learned about A into Q is equal to R. So your A is nothing but the absorptivity or the coefficient of absorption into the Q means your coefficient of radiant heat energy incident is equal to R. R is nothing but the emissive power of the body A. So for the perfect black body we can also write that amount of heat energy which will be incident on the black body which will be equal to the emissive power of the black body, that is RB. So when we equate this above two equation, then we will get A is equal to R upon RB. So this is what, and the R by A is equal to RB. So in this way we can rearrange the equation. So but R by RB is equal to E. So in this way we can equate the two equations, then we will get A is equal to A. So this is what the Kirchhoff's law. So this is what all about we have learned in this lecture, students. So the next part of this chapter we will learn in the next video. Thank you so much.